Hi there, and welcome back to Heart at Work, the podcast where we discuss about mental health in the workplace. I'm your host, Patrick, and this is the final part of our series, Mental Toolkit. We'll be exploring different ways that we can equip ourselves so that we can live a more balanced and healthy mental state of mind. Our topic of discussion is meditation, and I'm joined today with Jeslyn. Today, I'm joined with Jeslyn. Hi, Jeslyn. How are you?
Hi, Patrick. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad to have you here. So today we're going to talk about meditation. But before we get into meditation, can you please introduce yourself to those of us who may not be so sure about what you do?
Hi, everyone. So I'm Jeslyn, and I'm a developmental psychologist. So I have been in the field for about a decade, and I work with many individuals across the whole range of age group, from various backgrounds. And if there's one item for me to advocate, meditation would be my choice.
Yes, and that's what we're going to talk about, meditation, because meditation to me is very, well, to a certain extent, I've always seen it as something that's very spiritual. We do have meditation integrated to our prayers because it's very synonymous with, making sure that you first calm yourself for you to pray. Because to us, you can't just pray if you're too distracted. And one of the ways that our priests have advised us is through meditation. And so that's very close to me. But when I went out and then I hear my friends like, yes, I also do meditation, but their background is very different. And they say, no, I use meditation to calm myself down. Some use it to focus more on their entire day. Sometimes they 1 hour, 2 hours. And so this meditation term becomes very broad to a lot of us. So how would you explain what meditation is?
Okay, so I'm sure many people out there have come across meditation for better psychological well-being, right? And meditation is a practice in which an individual uses a technique such as mindfulness, like what you have mentioned earlier, or focusing the mind on a particular object, thoughts, or even activity, to train your attention and even your awareness. And this is to achieve a mentally calm and emotionally calm, stable state. Yeah. So about meditation, I would think that people who meditate generally lead happier lives than others, those who didn't. Okay, research has shown, and also meditation is known to enhance the flow of constructive thoughts and positive emotions as well. And studies were also conducted on a group of Buddhist monks, right, as they were meditating. So the Buddhist monk, their prefrontal cortex actually the part that is associated with happiness was found to be extra active. And also some studies at this University of Wisconsin have shown that meditation has also physiological effects on the brain. The part of the brain that regulates stress and anxiety shrinks when meditation is practiced consistently. So in meditation, by focusing on the moment by moment experiences, the meditators are training to calm down their mind, and even in stressful situations, less anxiety due to uncertainty about the future.
From what you explained, meditation is something that is it is a very important tool for our daily life. It can be inserted as a routine almost. And that's what a lot of people do. They do it as a routine, usually early in the morning or late at night. Right. But why do you think that meditation is important now than ever? Because, or do you disagree with that? Personally, I feel like that is something that we should be doing, something that should be taught formally in schools. Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay,
That's
so
interesting.
I personally
I
feel
would
like
like
it's
that.
something to be taught.
Yes.
It's not you're the expert. How long do you meditate
That's
usually?
a good idea. No, it depends on, how long I want to meditate. It
Oh,
depends
okay.
on the days. Yeah, so I have different kinds of meditation at different days, and later we'll go into it, about the different kinds of meditation. So meditation actually triggers relaxation response, so that is why people fall asleep during meditation. And then not only that, I think meditation can also help to stabilize one's concentration, focus, and then also help with the memory.
So it's actually good if you fall asleep when you're meditating. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that is if you, depending on what kind of meditation you are looking at. If you're looking at your purpose is to go to sleep, and then that's the relaxation meditation, that's for you.
Oh, so it's a type of meditation for you to relax to that extent.
Right. So there are different types of meditation. Right.
Can you name a few?
So mindfulness meditation, I would say that loving kindness meditation, self-compassion, relaxation. Yeah, if you follow the guided meditation, there are so many different kinds of meditation.
So you've listed like quite a lot of meditation types that people can go for. Which ones would you recommend for people who wants to start to go into meditating?
Okay, so it depends. I would say, so there are two general types of meditation. One is the guided meditation. The other one is the unguided. Okay, so basically, I sometimes recommend the guided meditation to my clients to help them get started, particularly for those who are unsure how to go about it. And it can be done in solo, it can be done in groups, and also for meditation, many think that it requires you to sit down in a position, and you have to empty your mind during the process, which is not true.
Okay.
Right? So usually when you first started out, you need guidance on your meditation, your thoughts, and a guide to help you to provide prompts that you help through your thought process direct in a healthy way. So for example, just now I mentioned about the loving kindness meditation is to show compassion for yourself or others. So usually our mind begins to wander during meditation practice after some time, and we forget that we are meditating. So guided meditation will help you to focus with ease without the need to worry about the disruptions. That's guided meditation. And then also that there are, the pros in guided meditation is that the calming voice in the guided meditation can also help you to relax more. It's more of a preferred choice for beginners. Okay, and I think guided meditation is easier to stick to because of the duration. There are shorter duration compared to the unguided ones. And so this is the guided meditation. So some people, they are they want to do the self meditation. I mean, self meditation is more of the unguided meditation, right, where it's deeper into the practice. So unguided meditation is for example, you go to meditation retreats, you'll be left alone with your thoughts and all that. That is to deepen the practice. And you can meditate this as long as you feel the need and naturally know when to end. So that is for more experienced, I would say for more experienced meditators, because they know how to guide their thoughts and steer their thoughts in the direction they want.
So it's quite different. So when you say guided meditation, do we have to have a coach in front of us, or?
A voice. You need to have a voice that
somebody
guides
else's
you.
voice.
Right.
Yeah. So what separates a good meditation from a bad meditation?
I don't think there's any good or bad meditation. Now, because there's no wrong with guided meditation, or there's no wrong with unguided. Right now, because I've been doing it for some time, so I personally engaged in unguided meditation. A common one is, like just now you mentioned, the mindfulness meditation. This meditation is a mental training practice that teaches you to slow down your thoughts, your racing thoughts, and let go of your negativity, calm your mind, your body. So basically, being mindful is our basic human ability to be fully present and aware of what we are doing, not overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. And the techniques can vary. There are deep breathing meditation, and awareness of the body and the mind.
When it comes to mindfulness meditation, I'm quite unsure about that thing you mentioned about being present. What does being present entail? Is it me telling myself, I am here, I am here? Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Being present means that you are aware of what's going on around you right now, at this very moment. When you're doing the mindfulness meditation, you know what you're thinking. You know your thought process. You know, you can feel your body, the five senses. You can hear, you can listen to things more accurately. You can feel it more. So that's the more in the moment. So that's the mindfulness meditation. Yeah. So I'm not sure if you have heard of this news about this 2018 cave rescue in Thailand.
Yes, I remember.
Right?
Yeah, it made headlines.
Yes, and how do you think the boys can, survive for 18 days without proper food and water? So apparently, their coach actually taught them to meditate.
Really?
Yeah. I guess it helped this is to help them to conserve their energy and keep them calm as well.
Now, before we continue, let me tell you a little bit about the sponsor of this episode. This episode is sponsored by Aventis Wellness, a leading EAP and corporate wellness provider in Asia. You can visit them at aventiswellness.com or by clicking the link down below. Once again, that's aventiswellness.com. Anyways, back to the episode.
Well, that's proof right there that meditation does work.
Yeah.
I assume that means it would really help people with, let's say, anxiety, because you were talking about with racing thoughts, right? Or people with ADHD. I feel like they would have the most benefit from it. What's your experience when you were, just like very vaguely and anonymously, maybe one of your clients or one of your patients that have gone through the meditation that you prescribed? How have they changed?
Of course, it gets them to be more calm, and they can think clearly. Because of the ability to think clearly, they can make better decisions. And that's when they find they will notice that there's a change in them, or they gain insights from there. Yeah, so the best practice will vary according to the situation. So a beginner or someone who struggle with mental health may prefer guided meditation, because there are prompts and things like that to help them focus. For those who want a long time or deep practice, this kind of meditator, they will prefer unguided meditations.
When it comes to mindfulness meditation, how do you stop yourself from getting distracted? Because when you hear all those things and you're perceiving you're present and in the moment, it gets very distracting, right? So how do you avoid that?
Yeah. So actually in meditation, that's what everybody thought that, meditation, I should sit down and not think about anything. But the goal is not to stop the thoughts, but to get more comfortable to witness the thoughts.
Getting comfortable to witness the thoughts.
So you witness your thoughts, you know what's going on, you know what this person is thinking, you know what I'm thinking right now. And if you find yourself getting carried away in your thoughts, so whether with you mentioned worry, fears, anxiety, and all that, don't be hard on yourself, right? Because that's what the human mind does. That's where you have to start observing where your mind went to, and then bring it back or return to your breathing.
Would you recommend people with a 9-to-5 job, let's say, to actually meditate on their breaks, or will that be ineffective?
Yes, that will be definitely effective, right before a presentation. Now, I feel that people need to take accountability for themselves, right, for better change, and not wait for magic to happen. So it is meditation is simple to learn, and is a great tool for a healing journey. And I find that it is also something that you can do it at your own time and convenience. Everyone can afford it.
How did you learn or get into meditation? What was your journey?
Okay, so I actually stumbled across this meditation retreat during my trip to Thailand. So I was staying in a monastery, living the life of the monks. So I learned meditation there, and I actually gained a lot of insights. And then the feel was, I felt so good. Yeah.
So will that be something that you advise other people to do, to start off by going to retreats?
Not too big a step. Yeah, going to the retreats is a bigger step. I mean, if you don't mind, there are many people doing that as well. Then for beginners, for clients who tell me that they can't sort of meditate, then we'll just start them with the guided meditation first. Yeah.
How would you respond to people saying that I'm feeling fine, I don't need meditation?
Then it's fine. Yeah, then it's fine.
Some of them say yes, I don't need it, while there are another handful of people say I can't get into it, I'm always distracted. What will your best advice be? So
for the people who are easily distracted, I think guided meditation, it will help them, because it's a shorter duration, and it pinpoints on, or rather focus on what, or targets on what they want to work on. So that is the guided meditation. But if different people like different things. They prefer, they have different preference. Some they are into meditation, some they don't mind trying, some like yoga, some, So if they don't mind trying meditation, I would think that meditation will help a lot. That's all for me. Is there any one final advice that you would like to give to our listeners? Okay, so many people ask me, how do I meditate? That's a very simple question. Yeah. It is very simple, but it's not easy, right? So I would give a few tips to meditate, to find a quiet place, a comfortable place. You don't have to be sitting in that position. If you can just sit on the chair, even armchair. You can even meditate lying down on the bed. That's like sleeping meditation. So make sure that you're comfortable with your comfortable clothes and all that. And if you're afraid that you will, go off the timing, maybe you can consider a timer to help you stay in that duration. Thank you so much, Jeslyn, for coming on today. I definitely learned a lot, and hopefully the listeners here learned a lot as well about meditation. Thank you guys so much for listening. And remember, stay well, stay healthy, both in mind and in body.
Bye-bye.
Bye.